Today, I'm very excited to have a special guest on the show who is at the forefront of a major innovation that's going to change the contact center world altogether. His name is Ashish Seth from RingCentral. And Ashish, I'm certain you can tell us a little bit more about yourself better than I can. What's keeping you busy these days?
Hey, Dennis. Firstly, thank you for having me here. Quick introduction. We'll start with that. Ashish Seth, VP for Products at RingCentral. As RingCentral, many of you may know, is a cloud communication leader for phone, video, messaging, and contact centers. My role here is to manage and build out the contact center portfolio. I've been at the company 2 years, and I guess what's keeping me busy? Well, we just launched our own native AI first contact center called RingCX. It's been a busy 2 years, and it's only going to get busy going forward. So that's what I do for a living at RingCentral.
So Ashish, have you been working on this specifically for the last 2 years, your entire, or did it really kick off once all the momentum came a year ago around generative AI?
So great question. So we have been, building this out for a couple of years now, progressively. Historically, if you go back, we've been doing contact centers as a company for a while, right? It started off with our OEM partnership with Nice Systems, which, as a lot of you know, is a leader in the contact center space. Along the way, we have started to see that there is a need for a solution that was easy to use, simple, AI first. And AI, while we all know ChatGPT is happening this year, but AI has been around for a while, right? And there was a gap in the market that needed to fill this in a very cost-effective way. So net, we've been working for it a little longer than a year. As you know, building out products isn't for the faint-hearted. But yes, it's been a labor of love building it over. And then to your point on this new sort of what I call mega trend of AI coming in and becoming literally mainstream. I think everybody talks about ChatGPT now, right? That added another forcing function. It almost was like the moment is now. Let's take this to market. Let's make it AI first, make it simple, easy to use, and make it cost effective given the general macroeconomic climate. And there you go. Rarely do you find a point in time wherein product market fit just aligns so well that what you've been working on plus some mega trends converge to create the perfect timing.
So I've been following, I'm glad you said the product market fit. I've been following since the craze of GPT, certain companies who are rapidly innovating in this space, taking OpenAI or generative AI or large language models. They are bridging or transforming the work of call center agents all over the place in the market. But one of the things I've also recognized is while they're working on it, they haven't quite come to market. So it's kind of big news that you have this new RingCX solution that's actually going to market now. Can you talk to me about what RingCX means in terms of transformation for your existing clients? Certainly new clients are going to get the benefit of the innovation, but there's a transformation happening with your existing clients. Is it enabling agents to be faster, better, smarter? What's the big change that's happening?
I'm glad you're asking. So there are a couple of things there, right? So if you think about, we've seen convergence of a couple of trends, right? And I'll map it to what it means to our customers. First and foremost, AI literally has become the mega trend, right? While we all talk about AI, how do you make AI practical, right? For our customers, existing as well as new, right? Second, as customer service becomes more and more of a differentiator, how do we make it simple and easy for our customers to deploy these solutions, right? So then the third piece is you also got the macroeconomic trend, right? While we want to deliver awesome customer service, or brands want to deliver awesome customer service, They also want to do it in a cost-effective way. And you literally have to translate it in terms of what you truly need, right? And what truly drives awesome customer experiences, which was the packaging aspect of it. So when I take these three trends of AI, simple and easy to deploy, simple to use and easy to deploy, and let's get it cost effective, right? That's what we brought to market. Now to your second part, what's the impact to our customers? Our customers tell the same thing to us. Hey, we want to deliver customer service, awesome customer service, make it easy, help us adopt AI and deliver it in a simple price point or a simplified packaging. So in a sense, RingCX truly is transformational for our company because it's going to help our current customers literally move the needle on their customer service fast, adopt AI in a simple way, right? And for the net new customers, this is an opportunity as they look around for solutions. Me, as a product leader, firmly believe that what RingCX brings to market is, sort of unclutters or makes it simple or, removes the complexity of contact center solutions and actually helps them focus on their business rather than trying to figure out what feature is there or not there in the solution. So those are the two things. It's literally helping them transform their customer service.
So, Ashish, you said so many things there. One of the things I heard you say was, and I want you to correct me where I get this wrong. One of the nice things or the innovative things about RingCX is just simply put, it takes your existing clients and brings them into the era of AI. I mean, it's just that simple. It's a natural pathway.
Yep.
What I also heard you say was in this new evolution of the RingCentral product, there's going to be a little bit more efficiency and speed to the delivery of technology.
Yes.
So it's going to be not, it sounds like what you're saying is you get to go to AI, it gets to be efficient. And then that's sort of the what we're doing and how we're doing it. But the why we're doing it, you talked about simple. And how does RingCX simplify the current agent experience? I want to contextualize it. RingCentral is a big, well-known brand in the space, good reputation, been doing great work across a lot of verticals, providing a lot of services, been able to evolve with the times for many years. But now you have this fantastic new innovation. So what I'm curious about there is, if it was already a great product, how is it going to get more simple and better for call centers and agents?
No, great question. And you rightly said that RingCentral is known to be a trusted brand and an innovator. And in this iteration with RingCX, we took simplicity and innovation, specifically focusing on AI and simple to use. And I think you brought up an excellent point. You talk to a lot of customers yourself and lead business leaders running contact centers. The first step in making sure that it's simple and easy to use is to make agents more productive and happy. As I say, happy agents drives happy customers, right? So that's where our first step came in. We saw like, okay, what does an agent really do and how can, let's say, AI help that process? A good, interesting capability that we have in RingCX is AI, how we infuse it before the call, during the call, and after the call. The whole idea is let's make agents productive. I'll just sort of expand on that. When agents use RingCX, easy for them to look at all the summaries and transcriptions that might have happened with a customer before. So they're that much more ready for a conversation. Second, now as you talk to customers, agents often, once a conversation is done, they absolutely have to wrap up a call, make a little summary note, and then what we call disposition. That's a manual process in most cases. We have completely automated that. So the task of taking summaries is completely automated. Simple, right? No more sticky notes, no more sort of like, hey, few sentences here and 5 sentences there. It's consistent across. So that's productive. You take away the mundane task. And then the third one is post-call. Quality is critical, right? Both agents and managers or supervisors want to make sure that they're delivering the best experience for the end customer. We took it upon ourselves to make sure that quality is a breeze. It's every conversation is auto-scored with AI-powered coaching and AI-powered feedback management. So that we just took a simple sort of, it sounds simple, but if you look at the entire before, during, and after, how does AI simplify? This is a great sort of innovation and capability that we strongly believe will make our customers, agents that much more productive and happier.
Love it. It is some ways the market overall is demanding this in the world to make agents better. And what's been interesting to me is the conversation up until last year was really about how low can we go on the cost of agents and how efficient can we be and how can we affect things like NPS scores or average handle times or all of these metrics. And now there's this change, this shift to make agents smarter, their lives easier.
Yep.
And I think on a non-technical level, what I'm curious about is does RingCX, does it amplify the ability for the agent to express more empathy for the customer during the call?
Spot on. I think I'll first make a comment on the trend that you're seeing there, right? As you say now, automation's coming in a big way. So what I call a lot of the repeat tasks have started to go to automation, right? That's just a trend. That what does that mean? That means that agents need to be that much more productive, that much more informed and empowered, because then by definition they are taking more of the harder tasks, right? And when it comes to solving harder tasks, the first step is to ensure that the conversation with the customer is contextual and empathetic, right? Because that's how you draw the customers and the last mile, if I call it, right? It's the human to human connection. So absolutely, RingCX helps our customers and their agents achieve that with some of the capabilities that I mentioned. In fact, let's double click on that, right? When we say we score calls automatically, we actually score calls on 7 parameters. One of the parameters is, what was the sympathy, what was the sentiment and how empathetic was the agent. And empathy can translate into various ways. Were you polite? Was the tonality right? Did you listen to the customer? So all those parameters get measured on an ongoing basis with a feedback loop for the agent. So in a sense, if I'm an agent and I'm getting this feedback signal in real time, I love it because it's something that just helps me get my job done better and better.
And please, you are the expert. I'm the novice here. But I've heard a lot of people in this space talk about deflection of certain kinds of customer needs. And when you described it as beginning, middle, and end, it almost sounded like rather than deflection, what RingCX does is it creates the right engagement exception. So what it does is it creates a filter that allows the right conversations to get to the agent who has new, a wider expanded capabilities to serve the customer. But what I also think that does is, yes, empathy goes up, but maybe that's partly due to the cause that the agent frustration goes down. I don't think we talk enough about how hard it is to be an agent. And these new AI tools decrease agent frustration, has an impact on their amiability or their friendliness, their courteousness when they're engaging. And when you follow that through with this sort of real-time feedback and consolidating the reports and getting it up to supervisors, it sounds like a multi-dimensional quality improvement for an organization that uses it. Am I understanding this, or am I getting? Can you tell me how close or am I describing this, or how far off am I?
You're close. I mean, it's a progression and a pursuit of perfection, if you will, in that sense, right? So I'll first and foremost start where you sort of kind of alluded to, which is deflection, call deflection. And first and foremost, I think we as an industry and practitioners and experts or what have you, we need to get rid of that term deflection. That just has a
Thank
negative
you.
connotation.
Thank you. I didn't want to offend you, but I
No,
feel
no,
the
it's
same
okay.
way.
So the better term, the way I look at it is because of the capabilities and the technologies available, at the end, what does the customer want? And let's put ourselves as consumers. To me, I want a response the fastest possible way, in the most accurate way. And when I'm engaging with a brand, I need to feel respected for my time, right? And once you cover those three pillars, then how you deliver it, right? For certain questions and certain interactions, if automation and what we call in our industry, right, self-service or IVA or interactive virtual agents, if they can get an answer sooner, faster, better, I think as consumers will welcome it as long as we know what we are getting, right? Versus for the harder questions, which are perhaps not solvable, I want to get to the right person in the fastest possible time, which is where contact center and routing and empowerment of agents come in. So when you put it all together, that's what drives what I call the optimal customer experience. So where self-service is relevant and effective, the natural proclivity is to go there, versus if it's a situation that demands human to human interaction, the systems deliver that with equal velocity and efficacy. That is, to your point, the direction we want to take RingCX. We have made some good progress. So some of the customers who use our product today will see that, and will continue to innovate on that theme of automation where relevant and useful, and agent empowerment where it is most required. So yes, agents are less frustrated and customers are happier by that logic.
Ashish, one of the things that I always listen for in innovators, how one of the ways that I can tell if an innovator is truly innovating or if they're just hyping it up, is the level of humility. I tried to describe the perfect universe, and I really appreciate that you said you're pretty much there, but let's take it back down to, this is an iterative process. This is a journey. We are doing the very best thing we can for the market today with RingCX, but there will be future steps that we'll learn from now. So I just appreciate that bit of authenticity. We've spoken a lot about, the market, the innovation. I think people have to be innovating, but can you talk to me about some of the specific new features, functionalities that are unveiling right now as it's going to market that are new? So if I'm just, let's switch roles for a second. Imagine you're me. My job is to tell the audience what's new and why it's important to them and how they can use it better. So if you could just tell me, what are the few things that will make an impact right away to a new customer or an existing customer?
Sure. So there are quite a few, but let's take the headliners, if you will, right? And which I truly believe make an impact to customer experience. I think we talked first and foremost about AI, right? And I know AI is the theme. So infusing it across the customer journey. The key feature is the for the agent, right? Before, during, and after, making sure that you have the history, you have the summarization, and you have the call scoring. So that's a great feature available to all customers today, right? Second area where I will say is, you look at contact centers around. Today, it is what I call digital plus voice. We often call it omni-channel, right? Um, we have packed it with 20 plus digital channels, and we all put it together in one package. And what that really translates is it's again empowering. So as brands look to expand how they engage with customers, we are giving them the full tool set. All of that, we have taken it and put it into a simple, easy to use interface. So what you will see in terms of immediate capabilities are the AI capabilities, the richness of the digital and voice and video channels. You will see the simplicity of the use coming together. And then the fourth one, which I often hear from our customers, is power-packed reporting. So I'm not sure if too many solutions out there exist at the price point and the packaging that we offer, wherein you're packing in so much of reporting, including do-it-yourself reporting. So in a sense, these four, if you bring it all together, I believe we truly empower customers to immediately, deploy these solutions and start driving awesome customer experiences. So those are the four capabilities I'll highlight.
And you opened up a door there. I'm very curious about your pricing strategy. What is the pricing strategy for RingCX?
Simple, simple, simple. I'll underline it 3 times. So yes, so RingCX comes $65 per agent, annual prepay. It's simple, easy pricing. And it includes unlimited minutes, right? As well. So you got all the features that I mentioned plus unlimited minutes. And I'll give you the thought process behind it.
Yeah.
We have taken simplicity as a key pillar. When we look around in the market, we see two parts. From a buyer's perspective, you're always looking for predictability, right? And cost effectiveness. Predictability more than cost effectiveness as well. So we remove the variabilities. There is no variability of minutes, right? It could be your peak season in holidays, and then your usage goes down and in again goes up. No worries. You got all included. You don't have to think about variability. $65. Now, this is another important point, right? We believe this price point, we are at least, in some cases, almost 1/3 or maybe half to comparative solutions. And I genuinely mean it, because in the package, you have voice, video, 20 digital, all AI with minutes included. Again, simple, no strings there, no strings attached there. You will find that often, there might be solutions at similar price points or maybe more, and they typically just start with voice. If you want more digital, if you want more AI, right? If you want more reporting, even in some cases, the price starts to move up, right? So the thought process behind this entire effort of giving, the package at $65 with minutes included is simply to make sure that our buyers get all the tools with no strings attached with a predictable price, which for them it's predictable. For the market in general, I truly believe it's fairly disruptive.
Well, when you speak about the market, can you talk to me about your go-to-market strategy? Is this just for enterprise, or is it going to reach down into mid-market? Help me understand, who is this for?
No, excellent question. So really, we built this for, contact centers wherein, the contact center operations are somewhat simpler, right? And what I mean by that is, on one hand, you have large deployments with lots of integrations, lots of sort of, um, complex workflows. And on the other hand, you have contact centers wherein the workflows are not that complex or simple, right? So we designed the product for that, what I call the agile contact center. The agile contact center doesn't go by size of a customer or a particular segment. It's predominantly use case based. If you're a contact center looking to, not too many integrations, you want it quick and fast, you want an omni-channel capabilities, you want AI that is simple to use, this is the solution. If you're sometimes a large enterprise who has lots of integrations, lots of reporting needs, maybe some other complex workflows, maybe around compliance, then, we have a solution called RingCentral Contact Center there, which comes through our OEM relationship. So net, our goal here was to deliver solution for every business need. RingCX is for the agile contact center, often associated with mid-market to small to business, but not really there. We have some customers even larger than that. And then the RingCentral Contact Center solution is more designed for the more complex deployments. Hopefully that makes sense. Yes.
It made a lot of sense. And the parallel that I was drawing in my mind is and the reason I'm talking to you, and thank you again for your time, sir, because I always seek to find and be ahead of, I guess I'm never ahead, but I like to be in tandem or as close to the cutting edge as possible when it comes to innovation. And I think you may remember there was a time where we had a device that that played music, and then we had a device that we used that we could make phone calls to, and then we had a device that kept our schedules, and then we had another device that checked our emails. And over time there was a consolidation of these technologies into an ecosystem, and it changed the world. And I'm not saying that anyone, I mean, there's so many few change the world situations, but I think most innovations have something in common, which is they take what exists and they bring them in together into one thing. And it sounds like RingCX is the move on your brand's part to consolidate some of the past unique items, bring them together. And what impressed me about, again, whether it's your humility or your focus or your understanding, I was thinking, small, medium-sized business to enterprise, but you sort of recalibrated that thinking to, it's really about leveraging the technology that has the ability to scale to match your size and your agility. So you've sort of changed the conversation there to size, agility, scale, efficiencies. And I have to believe that you're gonna give some businesses a chance to get rid of some of the other technologies that they have. So if, as you go to market, I have a chance to maybe get rid of some other technologies and focus on this, that's also a benefit in the market. Is that a true statement, or am I just hypothesizing about the future?
No, that would hold true depending on what the customer's currently using, right? And what you mentioned as an example of disparate technologies often converging, right? Because they are mutually complementary to each other. The same pattern exists in enterprise software. I mean, you've been a practitioner of customer service software. I'll just repeat the analogies to you, right? It's a CRMs or contact center just started with voice. I'm going to stick to contact center for you here, right? Voice only, right? Then we did digital, then we do self-service, then we kept on adding capabilities, and now it all comes together as a cohesive solution, right? Now, customers who may be using disparate solutions to bring this all together will probably find RingCX to be a very attractive option because, hey, you've kind of stitched it all together, prepackaged it for me, and you're giving me all the capabilities. You've packed it in a very cost-effective manner. So when it comes to cost of ownership versus efficacy of the solution, I am sure, and I do hope that some customers and prospects find this as an attractive option to say, yes, I finally found a solution that unclutters it, takes away the clutter of different integrations, and brings it all together for us. So that is part of what I say the benefit we want to deliver to our customers and prospects.
All right, so you've sold me, but let me sell you on this. Here's what I think the trend is in the market, okay? Here's what I think is happening. And Ashish, you may not follow me, but I've been going around the world. I've been doing stories from the front lines, contact center agents in the front lines, Manila, Africa, the US, South America, Belize, Mexico. I've been seeing the agents, how they live and think and breathe
Mm-hmm.
in these contact centers. And I've been going around the world speaking at major events around the world, listening to these leaders who are on sort of the other side of this bell curve of customer experience or service.
Mm-hmm.
This is my perspective. I think what AI and products like RingCX are doing is up until now, the customer journey has been about going from the first step in the journey to the outcome, either the resolution, the purchase, the conversion, what have you. And our focus has always been at that last step, like, were they happy? Did they smile? Did they buy? And what I think is transformative about products like RingCX as they come to market is it's going to move that thinking away from the end transaction forward to the beginning of the relationship instead
Mm-hmm.
of the end of the relationship. And I think that's really the strategic transformation is leaders should be paying attention to how do you make the beginning of the relationship better? And just to your point, you have a beginning, middle, end. And I think for so long, we didn't really put enough emphasis on the beginning. So that's what excites me about having this opportunity to talk to you. We've talked for quite a time. You know, it's been so interesting. We're about 10 minutes over normally how long I speak to people, but I'm fascinated that this is coming to market. Please tell me, because you were humble and you did say there was going to be iterations, what is the future vision? How is this going to unfold?
No, thank you. Firstly, yes, it's been a very engaging conversation to say the least with you. So, a little peek into the future, if you will. Again, we will continue to innovate on those themes of making AI simple, delivering rich omni-channel experiences, and bringing this all together at a price point that is affordable and attractive to our customers. So, in quick order, you will see us innovate more on AI, driving more capabilities on self-service and what I call agent assistance. I'll leave it there for a future conversation as we double click on that, but that's one, right? Second area is we'll continue to deliver more integrations, right, with popular CRM tools. The third one, which particularly excites me, we did talk about agent productivity. I believe agent productivity starts with how they engage with the desktop experience and the mobile experience. I think there's a lot of headroom for innovation there. Empowering agents through collaborative experiences and simple experiences, both together. You will see some innovations there. And then
You've
last
got
but
my
not the least, yes,
you've
we
got
will
my mind spinning.
and last, I'll just leave it there, and we'll continue to expand globally as well because we do recognize, well, RingCentral is a global company. We have customers across the globe. We also have customers who have businesses across the globe. So we need to make sure that the product has the capabilities and the innovations that are required to run those businesses successfully.
You said some very exciting things. I won't double click on any of those future things. I know what some of them are, why they're important, but you did say one thing in there that hit a light bulb in my mind. So I can't wait to continue following this story, hearing how you evolve it. Congratulations on this new release. And if there's anything else that we haven't covered that the audience needs to know about this innovative transformation moment, just please tell me what's the last thing on your mind before we sign off on this podcast.
I think we covered a lot of topics. So, but I'll just leave with the thought that personally and the company super excited about RingCX, right? So watch out for RingCX. We will continue to innovate on those three pillars of AI, simplicity, and packing all the capabilities that you need to run your business. We want to continue to differentiate. And please provide us feedback as well, because we want to stay true to those three pillars. We believe that's what will empower our customers to deliver awesome customer experiences. We are here to disrupt the market, but at the same time, truly speaking, disruption is a marketing term. I would rather even more focus on helping our customers deliver awesome customer experiences.
Ashish, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you.